You know, Dale made a good point to me yesterday.
Whoa. You made a good point?
Whoa.
Alright, let's hear it. Pause.
He was mentioning when I posted what I posted, and how my girl reacted to it. So the question is, sometimes we treat strangers, or we give them more of a...
Give the backstory, give the context of what you posted.
Okay, so if you guys didn't see the last post, it was mainly me being positive, showing. So the description in the post was more positive than what was actually the content.
Caption.
Yeah, the caption was very positive, but the message in the video was still positive if you looked at it that way. So if everyone knows my character, I don't have a very positive outlook on life. I have a very realistic outlook. So I don't always see the good in things. I always see the reality in things.
You comfortably lean towards pessimism.
Yes, so it leans towards pessimism. Yes, like it goes towards the negative side of things.
Comfortable lean.
It's like I'm in a lane there, and I'm good at that lane.
Nice.
But that's what it was about, right? So when I posted it and I put my caption in there, to some that really know me, that seems kind of out of character, right? So it was probably strange for some people that know me deeply, like these guys, my girlfriend and family members that see that kind of post from me. They're probably happy, like, oh shit, Paul's maturing up and blah blah blah. But that's what the conversation Dale brought to me about, which was a good point, because it's sometimes we portray a better, I guess, image of ourselves to strangers.
Yeah.
But the people that know us the most get the real raw, whatever the fuck it is you are, they get that person. So why is it that way? You know what I mean? Like, why is there that polar?
I think what your girl said was what did she say? You only
let me directly quote.
She's like,
who
is this Paul?
Mm-hmm.
The thought is just, why is that like when we want to display ourselves to the world or to social media, or even the co-workers, we always put on like that extra smile, that extra nice, that extra, is that just...
Found the quote.
See?
So the quote was, my bad to cut you out, the quote was, I think you've told me more often that I think you've told me more often that life is full of disappointment and the world sucks, not that life is full of love. Where did that Paul come from? So that was the quote that sparked Dale's point.
Yeah, and I made a joke of her saying, like, she didn't actually say this, but it's like, why don't you treat me like your followers? Like,
essentially, right?
But even me, like, on social media, always posting, it's always more positive than maybe it actually is. We're talking about like people who do that on YouTube, like the fake happy people. Like, people always get caught doing it because it's like you're doing YouTube videos every day. It's like you can't be this happy like every day.
Yeah,
like,
it's true. What's the real person, right?
Yeah. So
because I was, and where Dale came with that example was because I was like, should I try to be that person? Should I try to be more positive in my videos and when I speak on platforms, or should I be myself? And his take on it was kind of be more of yourself, because that's what the crowd will like, not necessarily the fake happy person. So I thought it was very interesting.
And also it's a balance, like with like co-workers and stuff, how you're always like nicer and you'll listen a little longer and you're just more real to people you know. Is it that you need to bring more of that sort of extra politeness with the people close to you, or is it that you need to bring more honesty to the co-workers and the strangers and the social media and the, like, what's that balance? Like, what do you think needs more?
It's a very interesting point, man, because I feel like the reason we're that candid with the people closest to us is because, like, they know you completely.
Yeah, like I don't have to put on the smile.
But the question is, why do we?
There's the thing where I do feel like there probably could be more positive.
You're right, though.
People.
You're 100% right.
More polite, more like you're probably more please and thank you to someone you don't know than maybe your mom, just because you know her.
Yeah.
That's like I'm thankful.
Right. You don't.
It's to be more, what do you call it? Accepted. Like to be.
Yeah, good marketing.
Yeah, it's like selling yourself to other people. You don't want to sell them on the shit that's negative when you know there's people close to you that can accept what you're saying. If you feel like this is right off the top, it's a bit negative, but it's probably still recording. I think, I don't know.
Yeah, should be.
But yeah, it's the need to be accepted and not the like need, but like we're regularly programmed to do that.
To
be
want
accepted,
acceptance.
to sell ourselves, even if we're like, you know what I mean, we're independent of our own thoughts and everything like that. You still want people to accept it, and so you know what I mean. You do what you think is most common or most liked by other people. But
What you made me realize, what you made me realize though is the point of we need to bring that approach to strangers to people that are close to you.
Yeah, just subtly.
Yeah.
Subtly.
Because I feel like why should they get the brunt?
But
Of
also bringing a level of honesty and realism to strangers. Like I see it going both ways. I can't really tell which way it swings more, but there's a level of
it needs
just
to be both.
because I work with you, I don't need to sit and listen to this every day. Even though doing that would make it easier for work, there is a point where it's like, I don't really feel like, you know what I mean? Like just, I don't feel like being polite right now. And there's a level of like those people who at jobs are almost rude off the first day, but then when you chat with them and you chill with them, it's like, oh, this is the coolest nigga.
Exactly.
He doesn't need you to love him, or he doesn't need your acceptance.
It's true.
So there's a balance. There's a balance.
I feel like also, no, I think there's a third thing in there, because I feel like when I am me to people in real life, I'm my same person. But I feel like when social media gets involved, that's a third thing. And that's the thing where more of us try to put on a better show. Because I feel like in real life, everyone that has met me, they can probably guess the type of person I am. Because I did get those kinds, like when you say the work thing and blah, 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 people think you're, you know what I mean? One of them rude people, blah, blah, blah. I was always that person. I do not make a good first impression, or I make the best first impression. It's one of the two, depending on how you choose to read me. So I feel like in real life, I am exactly who you think I am, but on social media, I may want to be a better me. But yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And it's, some level of like, you want to market yourself. But I think it also it has to come from just a real place.
Yeah.
Like wanting to actually be more positive about your own life, and then just letting that funnel into just everything else.
It's true.
Because like the fake for social media thing, everyone's caught up in it. Because that's where you market that's where the commercials are, that's where the advertisements are, that's where the businesses are. So all of that is what people just apply to their regular lives. My life has to be a commercial, my life has to be a music video, my life has to be a photo shoot. So like, it sets a standard of like, ooh,
So weird, yo.
I gotta be this thing. It's really
So weird. We
really
put
not
that fake standard on ourselves. You know what I mean? It's very weird. It's like, what are humans now? What the fuck are we? We were talking about the other day in the same podcast. We're just copies of copies of copies, and it's like, that's legitimately what it is right now.
100.
Just like full blown now. That's what it is. 'Cause everyone can be. Pause. Everyone can be. Everyone can be everything. Yeah. Guess what I bought for my next meal? You guys could guess it too, if you're paying attention
chicken waffles
to me briefly for the last, I'd say, month. No, not chicken and waffles.
I give up.
It's a horrible deal. You guys would know it, but I guess you would never guess it. I don't know.
Frederick's Perfect.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Dale got it still.
Freddy?
Yeah, I mean, some chili chicken.
Freddie Rick! Freddie
I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't think the sound of that.
Whoa!
I don't know. I don't like it.
Nigga wants Freddy
I
and
don't
Rick.
know. I don't like it. I
But
don't
yo,
know.
if y'all ever had Frederick's, oh
don't
man.
know.
If you haven't, you gotta go.
don't
You
know.
gotta go.
You gotta.
If you like chili chicken,
geographically,
Y'all niggas
specify
gotta
this
go
side.
to Frederick's.
Where, nigga? They're watching this in Kenya.
That shit's in Canada, it's in Toronto, it's in Scarborough, and it's in
Gotta
Markham.
make some announcements.
It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. Y'all gotta go there. That shit, Toronto, Canada.
Some nigga in England just started crying. He googled shit. Couldn't come.
That shit's the best chili chicken ever had. And I know someone from maybe the actual culture will be like, well, no, it's not.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But hey,
No, it always is.
I would like to taste it.
Bitch. Trying to mute this.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to mute
I want to be a
this.
taster too, a professional taster. Just go around eating people's food. That's it.
Yeah, that can't be bad at all.
I just
yo.
gotta work out and eat food.
Bro, that's the one thing. I'm lazy with that, man. I just want to just have someone
I
that
should
just
do
cooks
that.
all my meals. Like, that's hard.
Oh yeah, that'd be easy when we're on.
Oh yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Get a nutritionist. Boom. Every meal, every day, done. I don't want to think about that. I want to just straight work.
I'm a real nigga.
Work
with
on
a
every
pussy
fucking
ass
idea.
lighter. Real nigga with a pussy ass lighter.
This nigga's a real nigga with a pussy ass, yo. Wow.
That's crazy.
Lighter.
Lighter. He wants to be a lighter version of himself.
Wow.
What?
Nothing made sense
I
there.
didn't know if I should have been offended.
Yo, are there any other shows I could check out, though?
You ever see?
Oh, that's what I want to talk.
That's what I'm talking about.
Netflix shows. What's your favorite Netflix shows? We touched briefly on it last time, but I wanted to.
I ain't got
actually have
enough
a-
to be.
First of all, I want to
saying-
address my relationship with Netflix. For the first like 4 or 5 years, until like a couple years ago, Netflix was trash. Because remember the Canadian Netflix used to be trash.
It's still trash
And-
compared to the US.
And
Just want to say
I had more movies and TV shows than Netflix at the time. So it was pretty trash, but over time, because
that. Let's
of-
not restrict it to Netflix then. What's your favorite TV show that you've been watching?
that man disregarded my whole story.
No, because I realized that I cut out. I realized I cut
It
out.
was a middle.
I realized I cut out a
Get
bunch
to
of
the
shows.
end.
You know what I mean? But we can continue it.
Yo, Paul's a
What you
gun
said.
man, you know.
Gunshots.
Paul said, "All right, while you're into that, let's trash it. Let's make it general. I don't want to hear your whole story." But yeah, I hated Netflix for a while because it was trash. But then after a while, it got kind of ill, and because of memory restrictions on the computer, it was like, let me just not have 5 seasons of Breaking Bad and just watch it on Netflix.
Truth.
So now it's kind of ill.
Truth.
But
Okay, that's a valid point.
Best-
So because of that point,
best,
let's not restrict it to Netflix.
best.
So let's say your top 5 shows.
So
Top
now,
5, Jesus.
now
3 then, because I don't think I can list 5. I don't think I can
now-
list 5.
Now we need to just ask: are we talking about favorite or best?
Your personal favorite,
Okay.
because best is still your own judgment of it.
I think I could do like a top 10 in no particular order.
Wow, really?
I
I
can't
got
even
like.
participate. I can't even
Yeah, no.
participate.
Okay, hold on. We can split it up. What was? Let's say top 1 or 2 from childhood, and then 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
I wasn't
from
even
now.
going back to childhood. There's too many. I love.
Yeah, this nigga said 10 off the bat.
Yeah, I
I'm
think I
talking
have.
about
50.
post childhood, but childhood is like
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't have.
TV shows, Proud Family, and shit like that. That was the shit that I watched religiously, like
Okay.
as a kid. Family Channel, I murdered that shit. But I actually missed all the shit y'all watched, the Superman and all that bullshit. I don't watch none of that. But
All right, fine.
Dragon Ball Z and then Family Channel.
Dragon Ball Z. That was a moment in life, though. We have to pause for that because that shit was. Were you ever into that?
David, not me.
Okay,
I watched it all, but
Yo.
I was too young.
that shit
I was
was.
rewatching it with my nephew.
I don't even know if he was heavy on it though. He
That shit, I was heavy. I was heavy on Pokemon too.
Ask him on that.
I did
But
watch
Dragon Ball
Pokemon
Z
and-
was
What was that
heavy.
shit?
Digimon.
Digital
Digimon.
This guy wants a
Wow.
Digital
Yeah,
Mon, yo.
Yeah, Beyblade.
Monster.
Yeah, I was a fucking baby.
I had a Beyblade.
Nah, this is the show.
Metabots.
I wasn't with
but
the,
yeah, Beyblade.
I wasn't with the show, but I had Beyblades.
Monster Rancher.
I had a
Blade.
Beyblade. I had a green Beyblade. I didn't even know about the show.
That it ripped
I just thought it was a top. I never seen the show
Those
yet.
were some sick shows. I missed. Okay, so
can't
I came here late, so I missed some cartoons too. I missed Thundercats. I missed. Actually, no. There's a few that I missed. Actually, it's probably too much for me to.
But yeah, I don't know if we're talking about the kid shit, but
no, we can get
real
past
nigga shows.
Real nigga shows.
I got 10, so I know.
All right, you can go first, and we'll intro. We'll like
You
interrupt.
can pop in there until I'm done.
Because okay, let's do
Because all of ours are probably in his then.
For sure.
Let's do first.
So then, okay, the weak people go first then.
All right, go.
Because then
That's
ours is
me,
going to
that's
be in
me.
here. All right,
I'm
Joey,
the
you go
weakest.
first.
I'm
What's
the
your
weakest.
top shows right now?
Top shows right now.
Yeah.
Would be definitely I feel Narcos.
Favorite shows, I should say.
Narcos.
Which one?
But of course, it was like the beginning. You know what I mean? Talking about from
Which
Pablo
Narcos?
Escobar. Narcos. You know the one that just came on Netflix. The one about
No,
Pablo.
no.
Which season?
Which season? Which season?
Was that one?
Yeah, season
Yeah.
1? Okay.
Yeah,
Only 1 and 2, and three was somebody else.
season 1 was fire.
He wasn't in 2 either.
He was in 2.
Yeah. 2 was all about him.
Oh, no. 2 was him.
Yeah, 2 was like he went
3 is when it
to,
was
he
with
went to
him.
jail and shit.
So we have 4 now. There's 4 seasons now. Because the new one's with a completely different story.
I have no clue. I didn't watch it again. I fell off. I fall off on them TV shows. Oh, I would say next one, but you go ahead first.
No. You go.
For currently, Ozarks have been like taking up a lot of time.
I agree. Ozarks
is a very good, well-rounded show.
singular. But it's fire.
All I gotta say about that show is
Why is this shit?
watch the
I
first
don't even put
episode.
past that.
Yeah,
Just watch the first episode.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get you after the first episode, the show wasn't for you. But that's probably the best first episode I've ever seen in a TV show. So if that says anything, watch it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Ozark is fire.
It is still.
Ozark reminds
The
me
acting
why,
is good.
That reminds me why I've been watching pilots lately. That's my new shit.
Just watching pilots.
Just watch a pilot.
I don't know. I don't know
Like,
if I've
what
ever
do you-
seen a impactful pilot like this. Maybe Game of Thrones.
What do you mean by pilot? What do you mean by
First
watching
episode.
pilot? This that
The
okay.
first episode.
But sometimes pilots aren't the first episode.
Correct. Sometimes
But
there's-
That's what I meant.
sometimes there's
That's
a
what I
tester
thought.
episode,
Right.
but they still consider the first episode
Right,
the
right.
pilot.
Right.
Because yeah, it tells the story. Walking Dead is a fire pilot. Breaking Bad is a fire pilot. Sons of Anarchy is fire. Ozark is retarded.
See all them shows.
Banshee is a fire
Bro,
pilot.
they just get you too invested. As soon as you start
But
watching,
that's why
one
pilots
episode,
are. I
it's
mean,
like,
I guess
damn.
for me it's because I watched them already. But pilots are good because like you're watching a mini movie in just the one episode.
No.
But it also will hook you. You're right.
It's too good.
It will hook you.
No, I love.
Y'all
I
good
love
at that shit,
TV shows.
Netflix. Y'all good at that shit.
Well, not Netflix, but
Well, the way that
People
Netflix is bringing it to your forefront and taking what they already have,
Sopranos,
because
too.
we already have
Sopranos
movies
was
and
such a good
stories.
first
but-
episode.
Hmm?
Sopranos. It wasn't even nothing like crazy happened, but it was just like it just started in the middle of a really good movie. That shit was fire.
I haven't seen Sopranos yet. Actually, no, I've seen the first episode twice. Same with The Wire. I missed that one too. I heard that was a
Nice.
really good show. I missed that one. So, yeah, Game of Thrones for me was one of the best. I feel like I'm watching it right now because I'm already invested in it. So I have to just finish. So I liked Game of Thrones up until the last, I'd say, 2 or 3 seasons. For me, the writing got a little splotchy, and I'm seeing too many issues with the writing for me.
Did they change
It's
writers?
for everybody. For you.
Did
Well, I don't know. Some
Did
people
they change
can still-
writers?
Damage.
I think they did. I think something happened where the book, the episodes caught up to the book or something, and they needed dude to write next book so they can have content. I don't remember. But
Yeah,
regardless,
the TV show got ahead of the books, so the showrunners and the writers had to do it themselves. They also got points from the author, so that they know what the general story is, but they also had their own cheesy way of getting there. It lost its magic.
yeah.
The writing got weak, predictable. Episodes
Yeah, I
weren't
hated
good.
that.
It was draggy. The storylines were dry. Your favorite characters' storylines just went nowhere. Like where the arc was going for seasons and seasons, just went nowhere.
That's rough still.
Just went
I
nowhere.
don't know what happened with the
And also,
book.
you gotta look at it on the business. Well, the book is still, they're still anticipating it. Like they're still hungry for it, but they friggin' shit, I lost my train of thought. Fucking, what was I saying?
You're talking about
the writers.
fill off the episodes.
The book went further than. I mean,
Yeah, no, sorry. On the business side of the TV show, it seemed like these niggas just, after a while, it was just a job they were doing that they didn't want to really do anymore. So they just rushed and got to the end. And it was like, the graphics look good, the budget's good, but as far as the quality of the TV show, it's not the same as the first like 4 seasons, 5 seasons.
Yeah.
True.
But nonetheless, still a good show. I would still recommend it.
It's I guess when you see like LeBron not do what LeBron does, it's like yeah, he's still good, but we saw him really
at
better.
prime already,
Yeah.
so it's like
Or Kobe's a better example. But
Yeah.
still Game of Thrones, but
It's funny because that could be like they could uphold what they already had, but like in terms of quality of story, but you never know. It could be what you're saying. Business, they just try to cut it off. You know what I mean? Make it less, and just make it where less people are watching and
all I know is
dead it and bring
last
a new
season.
show, because they could dead it and just bring a whole new show and have the same writers, but
yeah, and that's what they're doing. They have
new
Game
series.
of Thrones is doing a lot of spin-offs. I think they're doing like 5 pilots or something like that.
There you go.
So
I can't wait for that.
yeah, prequel shit.
That's gonna be like fucking 5 years from now, though.
Walking Dead's doing that too.
Walking Dead was a good show. Again, same thing happened.
Walking Dead fucking died. That shit got so garbage.
Yeah, I didn't even start the last season because after the season before that, I was like, not really grabbing me no more. But I was gonna watch it until someone ruined it for me on Instagram.
Yeah, but the whole world got that ruined. Everyone knew that nigga was gonna die.
I didn't.
I mean, like people
In the first episode.
No, like fans who would watch the trailer, who are looking for the new information on when shit, like you know what I mean. Like it was common knowledge, I'll say, that he was gonna dead off. And surprisingly, that shit was actually better than some of it that season. Because you haven't watched it, I'll say is like I'd rather have watched that than some of the recent seasons. Even though it's taking a weird turn, maybe because it's something new again. But yeah.
Okay. I might give it a shot when it goes on Netflix. That's what I'll do. When the whole thing just gets on there, I'll just watch it in one.
Yeah.
But it's not getting my stream right now, which is what matters to them. But, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. What other shows? Breaking
Yeah.
Bad. You can't have a list without that.
So yeah, I'll say like top 5 like best shows first. Even though you said
Okay.
favorite, Breaking Bad is
But
probably
how do we say best?
like the best basketball player, not the guy you like the most. I like AI. He's one of my favorite players. I don't think he's one of the best players ever. It's just a different conversation.
No, I bet, like, how could we gauge what best is?
No, it's personal.
Okay.
Personal
best.
Yeah. Breaking Bad is definitely number 1.
Yeah, the writing in that shit was...
Really?
I learned from watching that show.
Sopranos is like top 3. Game of Thrones is top 3.
You gotta watch Sopranos. If it's rated that high.
True Detective season 1 is
Ooh,
top 3.
that's a sleeper one. Good call. I forgot. True Detective season 1. Season 1 was the shit. Have you seen that?
I think so.
You've probably seen the first
Who is it?
episode every now and then.
Matthew McConaughey and Woody
Harrelson.
Yeah, they're partners and they not hate each other, but they don't know each
Fire.
other. Was it like that? Or do they know each other?
They know each other.
Okay,
shit
so
was
it's a different show I'm thinking of. I think I did see that with you guys though.
Yeah, you probably seen the first episode. We played it twice, twice here.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have the time to go into that, just the first season,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
amazing show.
17 years.
Writing was good.
10 episodes.
Writing was
10
good.
hour movie. That shit was the
It was
last.
amazing, yo. I couldn't stop watching it. Season 2 was such a letdown.
Oh my god. It's
Such a letdown.
bad when you don't finish something.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I had plans for you.
that would have been so good, yo.
I had plans for you.
What
Was
else?
that it on that list? I think Walking Dead had potential to be on that list, but it didn't do it enough.
It had potential
It
to
was
be good.
never
I'll give it
good
that.
enough. It was
Yeah.
never great enough.
Mhm.
It was like there was too much cheesiness, too much.
Yeah, the cheese gets you.
cheesy speeches,
Cheese gets you.
too predictable. What else is on that top list? That's 4 in the top 5 best. I'm trying to think best and not favorite, because like favorite is like Sanford and Sons is in there. Shit like that. Fucking best.
What other shows have I watched?
The Sons of Anarchy could have been there if it was shorter. I think it just went on too long. But they had a good story.
That one was good though, yeah.
But they didn't need 5 seasons. After a while, it was just like every episode, everyone kills everyone and betrays everyone, and this guy shoots this. This is whack. This is too much. Too much.
I can't think. I think that would be it for best. We got what? Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones.
Fucking Entourage. I'll put Entourage on the best. That can make a top.
That's
10.
interesting.
Oh, that shit.
I gotta watch it again.
That can make a top
I gotta
10.
watch it again
You guys
for me
put
to
me
say
on that
best.
again.
Because I did like it.
Top 10 list.
I did like it, but I have to watch it with a different eye again to.
And I'm trash with
consider it the
comedies.
best.
I can't really. There's probably so many good TV shows that I wouldn't even bring up just because I'm not thinking about it.
Trying to think, yo. House of Cards was good. That was a fun one to watch. No, House of Lies.
House of Lies was.
Oh fuck.
That's like on a favorite, but not a
Yeah,
great
that's
show.
not a fun.
Not-
Yeah, that's a
not
fun
on my
show.
top best.
I think House of Cards would have been good, but I stopped watching it after that scene.
Which
That
one's the
scene
business
just-
one? Which
The
one's
business was House of
Which one's
Lies.
Politics. Okay.
House of Cards is politics.
Politics. Okay.
That's the one with Kevin Spacey. When that scene came on, I stopped watching the show, but I was enjoying it every moment of the way. I was like, this is a good show. And then that happened, and I was like, man, I didn't need to see this. Never watching this show again.
Spartacus.
So I think people would say that show would be good.
Spartacus is definitely on that list.
Again, I
On
couldn't
favorite
watch it
list.
because of that. And I don't hate
List.
people that know what I'm referencing to. I'm not hating on that. I just don't want to see it. That's all. Nothing to do with hate.
It's graphic.
Yeah.
Graphic. Ooh.
It's a lot of equality. You see a whole lot of titties and ass.
And the other end.
And there's equality.
Yakamish.
But nah, Spartacus was fired up. Probably went on too long. That's like a favorite thing, not a best thing.
Spartacus got blood and guts and a lot of fighting scenes. Obviously. Okay.
That's why I want to
I don't
watch
know
it.
these shows like that.
It's about Greek times.
Fuck. That's a lot of fucking shit to watch, man.
What else?
It's a lot of good shit.
I'll say I only have top 3 for real. Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and what's my third? I don't have a third.
Yeah,
Maybe Ozark. It's not even done.
I think those could go for the best. Even
Which ones did you say?
Breaking Bad, I think
Breaking Bad.
is
I
absolutely
forget that.
number 1, and then Sopranos.
Sopranos.
But when I watch Sopranos, it competes with Breaking Bad. It's like I don't know when I watch Sopranos. Maybe I watched Breaking Bad more recently. But Game of Thrones, True Detective season 1.
God damn.
Narcos.
Forgot all those,
Narcos, the first.
Oh, how did I forget about Narcos? Yeah.
the few seasons.
First episode was so dope.
Entourage.
On Narcos.
Sons, the first few seasons.
Fucking loved that first episode.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh,
Mainly that one scene
I
by
love Entourage.
on the bridge. That was my favorite scene in the whole episode. That one scene
Yeah.
just set the tone for who Pablo was.
Yeah.
That was an amazing
jump.
scene.
Off
Off
the
the jump.
That's why pilots are wicked, yo.
Plata.
Especially if it's something you've seen, because you don't have to do the rewatch again.
Just sick scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got it covered for best.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. That
Might be. You can always go back to it.
Yeah. BoJack is fire.
Oh shit, BoJack is funny as shit. But yo, the writing is amazing. For those who haven't seen BoJack and you think, oh, it's just a cartoon comedy, it's like, nah, give it a chance. You'll see it's
BoJack-
deeper than that.
BoJack
It's deeper than that.
dangerous. Yo.
So much psychology in that fucking
BoJack is wicked.
writing for that.
And it's hilarious.
Funny as
It's one
shit.
of the only shows that I'm just sitting there smiling.
Ties it both
I'm
together.
just smiling while I'm watching the show. You ever comedy? Sniper and Sons like that too. Just a classic, like, this is almost like stand-up. Even though I know it's writing and jokes and irony and blah, blah,